fact that phishing occurs every single day for every single user. So, as the top cause of data breaches, how are they getting in there? What are they sending out there? One, most common is a fake update from an employer about policies or procedures. That could be, hey, would you send some money? Would you go get a gift card, etc. I can tell you a story of a client where it's a 5-person organization. So that's something to keep in mind. We're not talking about a 500-person organization. The CEO works in Alexandria. The CFO works somewhere in the Midwest. The CFO received an email from the CEO to wire $40,000 to a new vendor. Now, straightforward, the CFO gets these wires. It happens on a semi-regular basis. They go ahead and process it. Later that afternoon, talking with the CEO, the CFO realizes that CEO never sent that. It was a complete phished email sent to look like that. Now, the email was from a random address. Say the CEO's name was Joe. It said joe1234@gmail.com. Did not use the company's domain, nothing. It was just literally they had put their name to be the same as the CEO. The CFO saw that, went ahead and did that. Now, that's a very simple case of phishing. Others, though, they're going to ask you to go to a form, fill things out. Charitable appeals are very common. Now, whether it was during COVID, or what's going on with recent events, whether it be in Ukraine or in Hamas, Israel, it doesn't matter. Social engineering. I'm sure most people on this call have a LinkedIn profile. And I'm sure on that LinkedIn profile, you have where you went to school. So let's say, for example, you went to the University of Virginia. So you put on there, went to the University of Virginia, and I graduated in 2004. Well, that data has now been scraped. It's now sitting in a database of these hackers. And what's going to happen is they're going to send you an email, probably in the spring, that's going to say, UVA is having their 20th reunion. On there, it's going to look like it came from UVA. It's going to have an email address that's very similar, but not exactly UVA's. And it's going to ask you to go in, fill out a form, and ask you some what seems to be innocuous information, but personal information about you. It may ask you things like, kids' names, this and that. We want to do this. They're just going to gather as much info because that info is typically going to be what you might use for passwords and other information. So you have to be careful when you put that information down. You obviously want to share information, but be selective. The